When you think about music, it has a drastic impact on individuals.
When the kids come to school and they love learning because of music, because of art, and all these amazing, wonderful things happening at the school site, they're going to want to come to school. And because they want to come to school, they do well at school.
Once the music program came, I was excited to go because then I was able to play around with the instruments and make beats and stuff.
I don't even think I'd have a high school experience, honestly. The band just made my years go by so fast and memorable.
I was very shy. I didn't express myself as much. I wasn't as confident as I am today. Before that, I probably wouldn't be able to sit right here and talk to you guys. But after all that, it just boosted my confidence.
I think a lot of those students become more engaged. They become more of ambassadors and stewards to the community.
When you think about the impact that it has had long-term on students, McKinley's a great example when we look at the vision that the prior principal, Dr. Moon, had for that school, which was drastically different than where most of our other schools were going.
When I first got there, I thought something's missing here. Our students seemed a little bored. Attendance rate was horrible. Our chronic absenteeism, which means students were absent more than 10 times, it was just really, really high. So I thought we need to make school fun.
I'm grateful for the different opportunities that ETMLA gave us. I played the violin, ukulele, the recorder, keyboard.
I was introduced to the keyboard when we first got the tech lab, and we were using GarageBand and using keyboards.
We were connected to the iPad and we make sounds, we have play our own music.
Over time, what we saw was increased performance in the area of math, some of the biggest gains in math that we've seen in the district. And we saw what previously was a low-performing school become one of our top-performing schools within the district.
We came a long way. 17 years ago, Compton Unified School District is not what it is now.
Now we have the opportunity to expose a lot more kids to music theory, music in action, as opposed to cutting programs.
It would definitely be a bit empty without the music program.
Music changes people's lives, it really does. I didn't know what music was till I got to the school.
My name is Manuel Castañeda. I am the band director at Centennial High School. I've been teaching here at Centennial for about 8 years and a total of 13 years in the district. In 5th grade at Marian Anderson, I got my first opportunity to play an instrument. I think they had a pull-out program because I was pulled out of class twice a week, and I was just handed a trumpet. What I loved about it is that it was easy for me to produce a sound. That fall, I remember going to the Compton Christmas Parade, and I heard the Centennial Marching Band marching down the street. And as they got closer and closer, I can feel the energy. I got the goosebumps. And I remember being 10 years old and say, man, it would be my dream that when I go to Centennial that I can be a part of that band. In college, I came out to Compton as a tutor to some Art Bridge program. And I saw the need for music teachers. And I think at that time, there were a few openings, but none of them were being fulfilled. So my thoughts were just wait one more year. I think it was after 2 years later, that I saw an opening and I applied and here I am.
He's been a big influence on me since the day I went to his class and since he got me into marching band and jazz band.
I learned a lot of discipline in this class. Discipline, leadership, and just being a role model.
He has an excellent rapport with his students. He gets the most out of them. Very beloved, very committed, very passionate, and it shows within his students, it shows within his classrooms, and when he has performances, it shows within his performances. You can see the passion, you can see the professionalism, you can see the dedication and hard work.
So we're very proud of his accomplishments over the years and what he's done for the students within Compton Unified School District at Centennial High School.
I think all children should have music. It shouldn't just serve as an exploratory class for a semester. I think tapping into that creative part of their brain really helps them expand their horizons.
I intend on making music a part of my life no matter where it takes me because it's a part of me.
Education through music has done a lot in the lower grades. My freshmen that come in now, They know a lot of the basics. I don't have to spend a semester on, just teaching them the lines and spaces, the note names. A lot of them just come in already knowing enough where I can just put an instrument in their hands and take it from there.
We just want to thank ETMLA and all other partners that have dedicated their time, services, and resources to the community of Compton.
I'm very grateful and lucky that we have education through music in Compton.